It is no longer frivolous news that power corrupts. Welcome to Naija Voice TV, where we give voice to the unheard. Inec, the Independent National Electoral Commission, has finally sacked and concluded that the chairman of Labour Party LP, Julius Abure, his tenure has finally expired. Inec said he is no longer the chairman of Labour Party. Supreme Court has finally passed the judgment, and Inec officials did not recognize him as the chairman of the party. This issue has lingered so much across Nigeria. Journalists sat together to discuss this issue. Hear what they have to say. Our own is to elaborate this event. Welcome to Naija Voice TV. Watch.
I hope Labour Party will be able to find his footing. You had by-election, recently.
Oh, yeah, recently.
And I'm not sure they had even one, candidate across. I've not heard of Labour Party across. Even ADC.
Abga is stole the show in Anambra.
Abga, even ADC, with coming together. SDP, PDP, and APC. Those are the ones I heard.
So those are still far from home.
Yeah, so for the Labour Party, I'm not sure. Even the presidential candidate, Labour Party, was campaigning for ADC candidates in Anambra. You understand? So because of the issues that they've been having. So I think this is the best time for them to get their house in order now that Inec has decided to, shut the door against Abure. But I know that there was a court case recently, concerning them, putting a Labour Party candidate in on the ballot. I don't know how that case went about because it was an order, from the court, from a state high court, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know how Inec want to do. One thing about Inec is that they have legal advisors who will advise them on what to do. So perhaps that court might have given that order. It was an I think an expiatory order or injunction.
Okay.
Inec might not have seen that for them to have decided that this has to happen. But for now, if Inec has said, Abure, you are no more the chairman, that is Inec. Inec has decided to close that door.
Yeah, well, Inec is underlying this. Your tenure is done.
Yes.
It's good night.
Yeah. And the Supreme Court has said that too. So.
Oh, yeah.
If we actually have respect for the rule of law, the pronouncement of the Supreme Court overrides pronouncement of Inec. So we should not be waiting for Inec to now come and make a statement before we understand what the law says. So the Supreme Court had ruled earlier that Abure is no longer the chairman of Labour Party. So what Inec has done is just to obey that simple order. And I think that order was also reaffirmed by the Federal High Court when Abure decided to go to court to challenge, and the court strike out that case on the grounds of that it has no jurisdiction because there is a subsisting Supreme Court judgment. But I think this is not the end to this case. There are cobweb of litigations.
Yeah.
There was one by National High Court, July 24. I think that's what you are referring to, which was also calling for the recognition of Abure and all that. But once there is a Supreme Court judgment, it's a court of final jurisdiction.
Yeah.
There is no, but our people keep on misinterpreting, a court judgment, the court judgment that is even clear.
Yeah.
But I think it is not the end of this case.
Yeah. Wale, but I was going to say, as a new kid on the block, don't you think it's too early for a Labour Party to experience this teething problem?
This problem
which appears to be overwhelming.
Yeah. This problem has been on, I think almost immediately after the last presidential election. And I think yesterday the
Welcome to Niger Voice Television, where we give voice to the unheard.
Publicity Secretary Abure Ifo dismissed the Inec position and said that look, there were two cases taken to court, one by Usman Nemadi and then the other one by Abure, that they are still going to continue with the, even though the Abia State governor has been calling for all parties to come together, let them build it,
Yeah.
So I think I will advise the Labour Party to look for a political solution. Especially when the Supreme Court is giving judgment that you don't seem to want to respect. So I think they should move forward, call it everyone together, and then because what I think is saying that look, we didn't attend the last convention you had in 2024, so we cannot even recognize the convention that produced you as the national chairman. But I think the best thing for Labour Party at this time is to look for a political solution. Put down ego, put down your grievances. If you have the interest of Labour Party, in mind, come and work together. Put your interests at the back seat.
There's a gentleman, Chris, reaching us from Abuja.
Okay.
Who knows? He might have something new to tell us. Chris, good afternoon.
Yeah, okay.
How are you? Welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon.
I greet you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Permit me to revisit briefly the issue of federal universities. The issue of universities, right?
Okay.
Yes. I support the federal government stand. I remember as far back as 2007, Professor Gundowale, through a research of the Department of Philosophy, University of Lagos, stated, as at that 2007, that Nigeria needs to be producing 1,000 PhD holders annually to meet up with the manpower requirements for university lecturers. But as far back as 2007, the Nigerian universities should be producing 1,000 PhD holders, as a minimum qualification to be a lecturer. As at that time, University of Ibadan was producing the largest number, and they were not meeting up. Year in, year out, we are not producing up to that from that moment till now. So it's unfortunate that the issue of university education licensing, politician, every traditional ruler wants to have university and as a business venture, no longer as a medium to transfer knowledge.
Chris, thank you. Thank you.
That's right.
I agree with his sentiment.
Yes. Absolutely. He has a good understanding of the policy.
Yes.
Yeah, what's on the floor now? Labour Party.
Yeah, I think for the Labour Party, now that this has been settled, right from day one, we've been saying this, for all of them to come together. The 2023 election, was a litmus test for them. Nobody thought Labour Party was going to, gather that momentum, in 2023. Nigerians were still waiting that they will still continue with that level
to build.
To build on it, But unfortunately, something somewhere happened, and they have refused to, come together. So I think
would you say
the politics of politics?
Would you say Nigeria is happening to Labour Party?
Of course, now that is that the politics of politics, came into Labour Party. That was when the real politics, because then they were just saying, okay, let's just do this thing and see if we can get there. Now, when they now failed, they couldn't gather themselves, for them to be able to, build on that momentum. But now that the Supreme Court now helped them, to say, okay, fine, I'm going to settle this matter. And Oga Chairman, you've been there for a very long time. Your time
has
lapsed. But they've been going round and round in circles. There was a time they even said, okay, Inec, decide.
It is true. It is true, therefore, that power corrupts. But the fear of losing power corrupts absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I think history is haunting the Labour Party. When you put an organization together, there becomes a configuration of conflicting interests. But with just one program, we want to win the presidential election.
Exactly.
That is not a democratic party. A democratic party.
Welcome to Niger Voice Television, where we give voice to the unheard.
We look into the future.
Yeah.
Have a template, and then your primary motive should be to mobilize the people. That let the people take ownership of the process. But once a party is built around an individual, with personal ego driving that individual to win the presidential election, if that person loses that election or even wins,
everything crumbles.
It crumbles.
How do you reconcile that with the fact that over 100 bodies are angling to be political parties? They are telling Inec, register us.
It is the same thing. People are setting up political parties now as a kind of business portfolio to use to negotiate for personal profit. It's not about the people. Do they have ward meetings? Do they have offices in wards? Do they even have membership? They don't have. They only exist on the pages of newspapers. And when it's time...
At least for the moment, we have 18 registered political parties. Do Nigerians think in that direction from A to Z? How are they performing? It doesn't bother Nigerians?
If you ask most Nigerians, I don't think, even here, I don't think people can remember more than 8 names of the registered political parties. So those things just exist, maybe made of about 5 or 6 people. They just look for people to represent them and all that. Even some of those people are in other political parties. So they are not really political parties that really wants to have a party of the people.
Yeah. Asuko, do you remember the big 5 in the Second Republic?
Oh, sure.
NPN,
GNPP,
UPN, GNPP,
PRP.
PRP and NAP, NAP.
NAP, Nigerian Advanced Party by Tunji Braithwaite, which came later, to become the 6th political party.
So now you cannot, now you are oscillating amongst APC, ADC, PDP, LP.
Yeah.
So
even some people are in one and they are still in the other side. They have one leg here, other leg there.
And those parties at that time were different. Could differentiate them from their programs.
Yeah, that's it.
NPN was talking about one nation, one destiny. Unity of Nigeria, UPN, integrated rural development, fair education. So you could make a choice based on programs. But now there's a lot of confusion.
We have a voice coming from Kaduna. His name is Kayode. Kayode, how are you? Good afternoon. Welcome. Are you there?
I'm there.
Let's go, Kayode.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Welcome.
Yeah, I want to contribute on education.
Oh, boy. Well, even though it appears you are taking us back, but quickly.
I want to contribute on education.
Go on,
Please,
quickly. Are you there? Kayode, you are not quite ready, or are you?
It shows how important the issue is. Maybe we'll have to revisit it later.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Okay, Kayode.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Naija Voice TV. Stay tuned for latest updates.